Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Press Box, episode 32 already, Kenny Varner. I'm here with my co host, Kenny V. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, not a lot. Just enjoyed the day and anxious to get number 32 started.
Yeah, I am too because I'm glad she agreed to come on. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. We have Juniata softball coach Erin Cressman here, and they are having a hell of a season. So, Erin, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So the Indians 13-1 on the season, and just having another great year. And we will talk about Liz Gaisior soon. But coach, who was the loss to? I'm just curious.
I was to Upper Dauphin.
Well, traditional, pretty good team.
Yeah, we beat them a couple weeks later, so win some, you lose some.
There you go.
But yeah, they're a good team, so
um, but still, 13-1 this year. Yes, was it yesterday or the day before you won? Liz had 19 strikeouts, I believe.
yeah, on Monday. Yep.
I'm just trying to put my head around 19 strikeouts.
Yeah, I mean,
And
she's really
amazingly,
good.
and most people didn't know about it because it wasn't reported. She had a game with, and this blew my mind because, okay, softball, yes, there's times pitchers are good enough to get perfect games. But to get a perfect game, and this was against Halifax, I believe, a perfect game and strike out every batter is just amazing to me. Uh, I mean, can you talk about her for a minute and just how good she really is?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Liz is, a once in a, definitely at least like a decade, talent. She is a super hard worker. She's been working really hard, since she was little to, become this good. She has a couple different pitches she throws, and she, lately has been really throwing a lot of strikes, getting ahead in counts, and making, hitters have to catch up to her. She's throwing low 60s, so it's coming in fast. She has lots of movement on her pitches. Um, and she's a competitor. She wants to win every single game. She wants to strike out every single batter. She doesn't leave things over the plate very often. She's coming right at you, trying to get you out. So she's someone that you definitely love having on your team. Great teammate. Always looking for ways to get better and help her teammates get better. And that's just pitching. She's also a really good
Is
hitter.
she?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I saw it. I was going to mention. I was going to bring that up because in the game on Monday she had 3 hits, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah, she's a really good hitter. Same deal. She's been playing softball for a really, really long time, and she wants to be the best she can be and works super hard to, make sure that she's doing what she can to help her team win. Yeah.
She's getting close to the 700 strikeout mark. I know she started out hitting 500 and 600, and now she's getting close to 700. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think she's at about. I think she's. I looked last night. She's at like 199 on the season, so she's right around 650 or so, somewhere around there
Oh my
for her career.
God! My God! 650. I
Yeah.
struck out 650 times, but I never struck anybody out that much. Wow. So you mentioned a little bit about her mentally and that, but what what is it that is it her mix? Does she mix pitches around? What makes her so good? That
Yeah,
she's
she does.
like, I mean, just so many strikeouts and everything. And go ahead. I'm
Yeah, she
sorry.
mixes pitches around. She has, um, really good curveball, really good rise ball. Kind of mixes those in with a fastball. Hits her spots really well. Like I said, she doesn't leave much over the middle very often. So, she makes you really work for it. She just does a good job of mixing it around and um, just making sure that, and also, when she's ahead, she does a good job of, making people chase a little bit. Um, yeah.
Well, you said she's been doing that lately. It's an obvious question. It's an obvious question, but how important it is it for a pitcher to get ahead in the count right off the bat?
Oh, it's really important. Like partway through the season, after a couple of games, she had a few walks early on, but in the last few games, she's only walked like a handful of batters probably in the last 6 or 7 games. And it makes a big difference because, especially against a pitcher like her, if you're behind the count, you're in a bad spot. And against a pitcher like her, you need to be aggressive early in the count and try to, get ahead. When you're behind in a pitcher like that, it's so hard to hit, and then it makes it more likely that you'll chase something out of the zone. So she's just been doing a really good job of getting ahead and keeping people off balance.
Um, most pitchers,
Now,
they
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kenny.
oh, okay. Is it true? I believe that she has 3 perfect games this season.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I think all three of them were 3 inning games or four
Wow.
inning games, but still, like they were really impressive. Like you said, like she struck out every batter. Like she's just been dialed in, very dominant.
See, you just got to giggle with that. That's all you can do. Three perfect
Mhm.
games in a season. I mean, people would kill for that in a career, and three in
Yeah.
a season. Now, I know you have a pitching coach. I know you have a pitching coach, but do you really need one?
Yeah, Jack works with her a little bit. I mean, she's, done a lot with her own pitching coach and stuff. But yeah, Jack's been calling the pitches and he's been doing a good job, just mixing things up there.
Jack McCurdy.
Yep, Jack McCurdy.
Oh my, yeah, he's one of the best. One of the best. I didn't know that. Great guy, and he knows his pitching. I know that.
Yeah, I was very fortunate that he was willing to help me out when I first
Who
took the job.
who else is on your staff?
It's me, Jack, and then Craig Bubb. He came over with Jack. He helped Jack out for a long time in Mifflin County. Um, and then also Jordan Shire's helping out this year. She was a former player there at Mifflin County.
Yeah, you need to get that
Awesome.
bub out of there. He's a bum.
Uh, that's what everyone tells me.
I've known I've known Craig for a long time. Good guy. Good guy. Just kidding. So you got one aspect of winning softball, which they tell you pitching, and then the defense. And obviously, if you're 13-1, your defense is doing pretty good too. Correct?
Yeah, our defense is definitely coming along. Like I think in years past, that was probably our biggest weakness, and this year we've shored it up a lot. And we've been pretty lucky. Over the last couple of years, we've had a lot of younger kids get a lot of good playing time, and so this year they're coming in with a lot of varsity experience, and they've been doing a good job.
Offensively, you got to be excited too about how solid you are throughout the lineup.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it really helps. With Liz pitching, especially if we get out to an early lead, it can really deflate the other team. Think about trying to come back against her. So our offense probably has been the another big key this year. 1 through 9, we can put the ball in play, make things happen, hit the ball hard. Um, as a coach, it's great. Lots of flexibility there. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the other team, you got a girl that's pitched 3 perfect games. I wouldn't want to get behind either. It's over. But obviously, you can't do it alone, one person. So, what is your thoughts on overall? Obviously, you love the record, but how the team is, how they are together, how they play together, and your overall thoughts on the team so far this year.
Yeah, I really love our team. We have a great group of girls. They're great kids, and they work hard. They're very coachable. They want to be the best they can be, and they want to win. They want to be successful. They want to win a league title. They want to go into the playoffs. They wanted that for years. And they've been working really hard to get it. They put in a lot of extra time, outside of practice and stuff, to try to get better. Um, you know, they they're a great group. They're a lot of fun to coach. Um, and it's been really fun to get to work with them over the last couple of years. Like I've said, we've had a lot of, the same girls, the last couple of years. So, getting to work with them year after year and watching them grow and get better each and every year is a lot of fun.
It seems like the camaraderie with the group, they're like a family. Very love they love having fun, and they just love helping each other out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the kind of culture that, we wanted to build when we took over this team, and they've really grown with that. And yeah, I think they get along really well and they enjoy being together. And this year, even having, we have 25 kids that came out, which is amazing. My first year, we had 13. So, we have a full JV team, and even, the whole group together, is really fun. The other weekend it's at Penns Valley, and that really close, really fun extra inning game. They're all screaming their heads off. And, like, we have 25 kids all in there yelling. Like, it gets so loud. It's so fun. And it's just been, really fun season for us.
I bet it,
Uh,
things
that doesn't
things.
always happen, too. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
Kenny.
go ahead. Oh no, you're fine. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
It's all
just
right.
I was just gonna say, I bet the roof really came off when Reagan hit that home run to end the game.
Oh man, yeah, they went crazy. Probably so they went crazy then, but they also went crazy in the 10th inning when we were making that 3-run comeback. That was so crazy. So fun.
A lot of times, and I heard this from Jack once in a while. He's had teams. We won't name yours or anything where the communication in that wasn't there on the field. How is the communication with your girls?
They're getting better. That's something that comes with just playing more and more together. We've had a couple instances this year where, a ball drops in, or, we did have one situation where people collided, but, they're continuing to grow. And I think the biggest thing is that they're running after the ball hard. Like, they're trusting each other. They're getting there to that point where they can go super hard and know that, they can communicate and talk and make the right play. So that's something we practice a lot, though, because it's really, really important.
And how good is having an attitude because of what they have of wanting to win? Because I'm sure in your coaching career, there has been times where you get teams that aren't that motivated. And the reason I bring it up is because uh, I when I went to Bald Eagle area and played football, and our senior year we went something like it was 11 games back then. We went like 4-7, and the coach was Gowan Stoker. And years later, when he got the Indian Valley job, he said to me, he said, "Do you know your class was the worst class I ever had, senior class I ever had, because all you guys wanted to do was goof around." And so I know that sometimes teams don't have that camaraderie like you talked about. And how special is that when you get a group of girls that just are in sync with each other?
Yeah, it's really, really special. Like you said, like, it's not every group. And, our group is kind of funny. They definitely play their best when they're chill, laid back, like not super wound up or crazy or anything like that. They definitely have, kind of like their level, of intensity where, to some people it might seem like, oh, they seem a little laid back, but like that's just kind of how they play, and sometimes I do think we have a little bit of lack of focus, but they want to win, they want to be there. And they're finding ways to win games, and they're working hard trying to get better every single time, and that's all you can ask for as a coach. It makes my job way easier, and I'm really lucky to have this group.
How is it? One of the things a coach has to be like really is almost like an amateur psychologist. How is this team for juggling the dealing with the different personalities that you're going to have on any team, but this one in particular?
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. You gotta know which kids that you need to yell at to kind of get them to move, and which kids that you can't really do that, or else they'll kind of break down. Um, I think, a good number of our kids are pretty similar. They're definitely more relaxed. You don't need to really get in their face to get them motivated. But yeah, it's just knowing your players. And like I said, like it's been, it's been good to be able to work with them for multiple years, so you can get to know them, get to know, how to get them refocused and how to get them going. And the other thing is like, they do a great job of keeping each other focused, like they know softball, and they know enough about the game to kind of look over and be like, hey, this is what you should have done here. Or, especially even, the fun part has been watching our varsity kids help out with the JV kids. We'll be doing a drill, and, one of the JV kids will struggle, and one of the varsity kids will like look over and be like, hey, like, this is what, should have been done. And, just kind of seeing them, kind of working with each other as well. That's been super, super fun.
A player like Liz can like change a program. How have you seen down in the feeder system, if you keep track of that, what's going on down in the youth and even in your junior high of kids, more girls coming out for softball?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we had 13 kids my first year, which was Liz's freshman year. And every year it's just grown from there. We had 19 last year, this year 25, and I think like 11 of them are freshmen. So a lot of them are young, and I hear there's a lot more coming up too. So it's definitely been great. Been getting a lot more interest. We've been running some clinics and stuff. We've just been trying to get people to come out and play, and it helps when the team's doing really well. Then everyone wants to be part of it, and so yeah, it's been really big.
Looking back at
Yeah,
the beginning of the
winning
season,
does that.
oh, looking back at the beginning of the season, did you expect the season to be as special as it has been?
Um, of course, yeah, of course, I expected us to just roll through it.
Yeah.
No, looking at our schedule, I had a feeling. I'm like, yeah, like if we play well and we pull, keep getting better, building off what we did last year, like we could definitely, go at least, 15-5, 16-4. We had a really good shot. I knew we had a chance for, to be up there for a league title. I did not, see us going 13-1. That was kind of one of the best case scenarios in my mind. But that's just a testament to how hard the girls have worked, and we've won a couple really close games, and they've just really been, pushing the limit, and trying to make themselves the best they can be and really compete, and they just really want to win a league title. One of our things has been, you go up to the gym, you look around for all the banners. There's no softball banner up there, and we're like, all right, we're gonna get a banner this year. That's our goal. That's been our goal kind of the whole time, as we're working towards getting a banner. So, we got to win a league title or district title or something to make them have to buy one.
I think there's a good chance of that. I mean, when you have a pitcher like that, you're in everything. Do you worry sometimes though that the kids? I mean, Liz is so good. Do you worry that they can get complacent and like just say, "Oh, she's gonna hit her. We're okay. Do you worry about that at all?
Sometimes I think, there's definitely been times where people have been caught off guard in the field a little bit. Let's you strike out the last 7 hitters and then someone hits the ball and it's like, time to wake up and make a play. But I think for the most part they understand that this is a full team game. This is Liz's third year, and the last 2 years, haven't gone this good. And the reason that we've been playing so well this year is because we've been playing as a team. We have, like you guys mentioned earlier, we have an offense that can score a lot of runs. Bat 1 through 9, everyone's up there swinging away, putting the ball in play. Our defense has stepped up as well. So, it's a full team effort to, be league champions and win districts, and they understand that. And that's been the difference this year.
How nice is it to have? I mean, Jack and Bubby, you've got a world of experience on there. How's that? Being your assistants to help you out, guys that have coached that long.
Oh man, I got really lucky, and I didn't realize how lucky I was getting when they were interested in helping me out when I first took the job. They're guys that like you said, they've been around the game for a really long time, have a ton of coaching experience, and we have very similar philosophies on coaching and what we think the players should be doing. So it just worked out super well, and it's a real relief when you have people who are helping you out, who you can trust, and that they also have the same goals of helping the girls become the best they can be and the team be the best they can be. um it's so much better. And Jordan's been the same way. Adding her this year has been super great. So yeah, it's been really great having them helping me out.
Now, every coach has their philosophy. What's your if you had to sum it up, your coaching philosophy on coaching softball? What do you believe? How do you go about it? How do you approach it?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
it's
we
working.
kind yeah. Well, we've kind of talked about, we wanted to build a culture where, everyone feels included. We're all working together as a team. This is a team sport. We all got to be there. We got to have each other's backs. So emulating a culture that does that, a culture that works hard. I think, you know, the saying that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's a phrase that a lot of coaches I've had have said, and I definitely believe that. We just ask the girls to, give everything they have every day, do what's asked of them, and be good teammates. That's kind of like our team motto. So, that's just kind of the culture that we've tried to build here. And then in terms of on the field, I'd say, the more that you work hard, the more that you learn. Like I said, we had a lot of people with experience, over the past couple years. They've just been learning all those times. And so they just keep getting better and better. Just using those failures to succeed. Softball is a game of failure. You fail all the time. So you got to be mentally tough and use it to make you better. Um, so I'm not sure if that totally answered your question, but
Yeah, it did. It did, even though you're not failing much this year.
yeah,
Uh,
no, this year's gone great.
let, let's talk about. I know how coaches are. I've been doing this for a long time. You're always looking, even if you would go undefeated. I know coaches, the way they are, they always look for things they could improve upon. Now, this team's been great, 13-1, but what would you like to see them get better at as the season progresses and gets near the end?
Yeah, so definitely at the beginning of the year, it was mostly our mentality. There is when you become a good team, there's a mentality that you have where you go into places and you're just gonna put your foot on the gas and you're gonna keep going, and just run them out of the building type mentality. And I think our girls are getting that. And they're also getting, when we're playing other good teams, the mentality of like, hey, we're going to throw a punch. The other team's going to throw a punch. We're just going to keep going back and forth. We just got to keep our heads up and keep going. So they're getting that. So that's been, kind of the first things that we've been working on. From here on out, it's mostly just, kind of putting everything together. We've had some good games, but we haven't really had a game where we've kind of done it all, in all of our games. We talk about kind of 4 aspects of the game: pitching, hitting, fielding, and base running. And we haven't really had a game where we've done all 4 like super well. Like most of our games, we've done 3 of them well, but one of them was kind of, could have cost us, but we kind of bailed ourselves out. So, it's kind of just putting it all together, which takes a lot of focus. It's really hard. But that's kind of like what we want to see from them moving forward, is having the mentality of we're going to do all 4 of these super well. And if we do that, it's going to be really hard to beat us.
Kenny,
you got anything? I will shut up.
You're fine. Yeah, you guys have since you took over as head coach, you can see the foundation, a really strong foundation. Do you think this is the team that'll take your squad up to the next level?
I think so. I think, we have a long way to go this season. It's far from over. We got a lot of games left to play, a lot of meaningful games left to play. But they want to be that team. They want to be that team so badly. They want to be the first team to win a league title. They want to be, playing for a district championship. They want to be that team. And it's really fun to coach a team like that.
I would definitely say so. Now, one of the key things during a season, it's a can be long season, is your bench. Don't get the bench doesn't get a lot of credit, but they're very important throughout the season. What do you feel? How do you feel about your bench? Do you feel it's strong? It helps you out, or since I haven't seen a game, unfortunately, is it's not the same starters every game? I would assume.
It's been mostly the same starters. But we mixed a couple other people in.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we do have a good bench. We got, like I said, we have 25 kids, so we have a couple kids that we can go to pinch hit or pinch run. And we've been trying to work them into more meaningful games to get them more experience. Because a lot of them are young. We only have 3 seniors, so I think only 4 juniors. So we have a lot of young kids on the team. So we're trying to give them opportunities. And we've had a lot of games where we're winning by a lot, so we've been able to give some of the JV kids some varsity at bats and things like that, which has been great. But yeah, with our bench, Alexa Kuhn has been our key utility player. So if someone's hurt or anything like that, she's been able to step up and come in and, do a great job there. So, we have a couple people who can come off the bench and make an impact on a game. I think in our Newport game, we had Sophie Smith pinch hit in the 6th inning, crushed a triple, gave us an insurance run. So, we have people that we can rely on coming in off the bench, which is great. And yeah, they don't get enough credit. It's so hard to sit there for most of the time cheering your teammates, and then you get your 1 or 2 shots and that's it, type thing. So it's really great as a coach when you have those people who you can pull in.
Absolutely. I mean, that's crazy though. You got to be like grinning from ear to ear. Only 4 seniors, and Liz is coming back for another year. My oh my.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're trying to build a program that'll be good for a while, and Liz has been a huge part of it, and we're trying to develop, so that even after she's gone, her class is big, with Liz and Lexi and Shay. And there's one other person I'm forgetting right now, but Alexa. Yeah. The 4 of them are key contributors to our team now. So, that'll be a big loss. And this year's seniors obviously will be a pretty big loss with Shine McKenzie and Maria. But, we're trying to build for the future and continue to build a program that will continue to be successful. But yeah, definitely, this year and the next year we're gonna have some really good teams, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm going to negotiate your new contract with Juniata.
Oh yeah, please do.
I'll be your agent. Yeah, we talked about Liz a lot, but yeah, let's give these other girls some attention they deserve. If you want to name them off, I don't want to put you on the spot. If you can, you've been around a bit. Name me some of these girls, some of these starters, and that have done so well, so people know who they are. Like I said, unfortunately, your team hasn't got a lot of press, and it amazes me that you haven't. Especially after you have a girl with 3 perfect games. I'd be down there covering her. That's what I'd be doing. But, geez. Yeah, name some of them off, or all of them off, if you can remember their names, all of them.
Yeah, I'll do my best here. But yeah, so yeah, for our varsity team, Reagan Lowry has been our catcher. She's a sophomore. She's been super great. When you have a great pitcher, you need someone that can catch them, and Reagan does a really good job back there. Someone that Liz can trust throwing all her crazy pitches, knowing that Reagan's going to keep them in front. So she's done a super great job behind the plate. She's our leadoff hitter. Like Kenny mentioned earlier, she hit the walk-off home run the other day. So she's been great for us. She's super great base runner, super fast. Yeah, she's done a really great job this season. I guess going like around the horn. Yeah, our first baseman's Mackenzie Leiter. She's a senior. She's been playing first. This is her 3rd year there. She's done a really good job. She's really stepped up this year. Her batting average is up like 100 points from last year. She's working really hard. And she has a great attitude, fun kid. Cheyenne Kirk's at second. She's also a senior. She moved over there from 3rd. She's been doing a good job over there. She's also our lefty slapper, so she does a lot of great things, putting the ball in play, making the defense have to work. So she's been doing a great job for us. Lexi France is our shortstop. She's a junior. She's a great kid, good leader. She holds down the fort at shortstop, super great fielder. Kind of like the captain of the infield. She's the one that's always, telling people how many outs there are, what to do with the ball, things like that. She's also a super great hitter. She bats 3rd for us, so she's right in the heart of our order. Just does a great job putting the ball in play and hitting it hard. Then Savannah Marshall's our 3rd baseman. She's a sophomore. She's really stepped up this year. Last year she got a lot of at bats. This year she's hit 2 or 3 home runs so far, and she's batting .400 for us. She bats 4th, so she comes up with runners on a lot, so she gets a lot of RBIs. She's just been doing a great job. Then going to the outfield, so Riley Leiter's in left. She's a sophomore as well. This is her first year starting on varsity, and she's been doing a good job. And then Shay Armstrong's in center. She's been doing a great job for us. She moved to center this year. She was in right the last couple years. She has a really great arm. She's been doing a great job taking charge in the outfield, and just going after everything. And she bats 5th for us, and she's been doing a great job coming in clutch. She, had the game tying hit the other day against Penns Valley. And she's doing a really good job just squaring up the ball and hitting line drives. And then right field is Ava Laver. This is also her first year starting varsity. She's a sophomore. She's been doing a great job in right field, keeping the ball in front of her. All the girls have been hustling a lot. It's been super fun. And then Alexa Kuhn, I mentioned, she is, first person off the bench. She's been doing a good job of filling in wherever needed. She's played second, left, right. She's been playing all over the place. She's been doing a great job. And Sophie Smith is a freshman. She's gotten a lot of at-bats for us. She's a good hitter. I mentioned earlier, she had a big triple against Newport. So that's been a lot of fun having her. They've had a couple of pinch runners, Ashley Piper, Addison Rutherford, Kaylin Brown. They've all been, getting on the field and making the most of their pinch running opportunities. So I think that's everyone. I hope I didn't miss anyone. But, there's all the other
Well, no,
JV
you
kids
did
too.
it. That was
Yeah.
impressive. So, where did you go to school at?
So I grew up in Massachusetts, but I played my college ball down at Messiah. I graduated from there in 2019.
You are from Massachusetts, huh? Where at?
Near Worcester. It's like Central Mass.
Okay. See, I know it's not the topic, but I am a gigantic Boston Bruins fan.
Oh yeah, go Bruins.
I'm an old man. I've been a fan since 1972 with Bobby Orr and Phil Esposito. You probably don't know who they are, but
I've heard the names before.
Oh, he just said he was a Boston fan and disappeared.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a big Boston sports fan. Let's go
nice.
Bruins, go Celtics.
Oh, there he is.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. That one, I just got thrown off without even touching anything. So
It must have been a
they wanted me to
Flyer
shut
fan.
up about. Yeah, they wanted me to shut up about Boston, who has the best regular season record in the history of hockey. And they're making mincemeat of the Florida Panthers.
That's what we like to see.
They're going to end it. They're going to end it tonight in Boston. Move on. But enough of that. You went to Messiah to play. What attracted you about Messiah?
So their softball program for sure, it's a D3 school, but they're very competitive. They've won a national championship. And when I was there, I got to play in a national championship game.
Nice.
So
Nice.
the competitive part of it.
Awesome.
And also their academics. I graduated with an engineering degree and they have a really good engineering program there. So that was also part of it.
Oh, so you're one of them stupid people.
Yeah.
Engineering degree. So you played in the national championship game. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was super fun. Yeah, it was my freshman year. We made it all the way to nationals. We had an All-American pitcher. Really, really good team. So that was super fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then my other years, we were competing for a conference championship every year. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I played 2 years at first, and then a year at third, and a year at short. So around the infield.
Wow. Who was your biggest influence? What got you into the sport?
Oh man. It's probably like my family. Like my dad, coached me through Little League and stuff like that. And I had 2 older brothers who I was always chasing around. So they got me interested in playing like Little League baseball. I also played other sports. Like I'm kind of a sports junkie. Like I love playing sports. Played soccer and basketball in high school as well. So just really enjoyed it. And, it just happened to work out that, for college, for going to Messiah and being able to play there. So yeah, I'd say, just my family.
Nice.
I
didn't mean to get too personal. I'm just nosy. That's all.
No, it's fine.
Obviously winning. Tell me how the fans, I'm sure they're coming out about the crowd and all that and how they're supporting it. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so the Penns Valley game the other day, I'm sure you heard about it. Went 11th innings.
Mhm.
Big back and forth, really fun game.
Yeah.
It just felt like as that game went on, there was just more and more people showing up. And by the end, there's just a ton of people there. I don't really know, but looking out there and the 10th inning, there's all these people. It's like, wait, were they here the whole time? But it's been super fun to see the fan base grow. Yeah, it's been great. And after the game, some of the youth players were, running around the field and stuff. So that was fun to see too. Um, but yeah, the interest
And
has definitely been going
that's
up.
good for the sport when you got
Mhm.
two teams like that, because Penns Valley is, if I'm not mistaken, right, Kenny, they won a state title before.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, they have a really good team.
So down the stretch here, who is it? Is it Upper Dauphin, as you see, as the TVL, your challenger in the TVL?
Yeah, Upper Dauphin and Susquehanna. We split with Upper Dauphin. They've split with each other. We beat Susquehanna the first game, but we have another game next week. That'll be a big one. So, it's kind of the three of us are all duking it out for the league title.
And who are you looking at as far as districts go?
So the biggest team for districts, I don't know these teams quite as well for District 6, but there's Central and Westmont and Forest Hills are all in there, and Phillipsburg. But probably the biggest challenge would be Central Cambria. They have, a really good team there, so they're the 1 seed right now. They're still undefeated. So they're probably going to be our biggest challenge in districts. But there's a lot of really good teams, so it'll be tough.
That's a tough.
But
Yeah,
we got a good team.
That is tough. So, what would you like to see from your kids down the stretch here? I mean, there's not much to complain about when you're 13-1. What do you want to see them? What do you want to see them do down the stretch here?
Yeah, I think, when you get to this point of the season, it's been a long season. We've been playing a ton of games. People get tired and a little banged up. It's also, the end of the school year, so people are excited for summer and there's a lot going on, like prom and graduation and all this stuff. So, we just want to see them stay focused. They've worked so hard, and we just want them to stay focused and just continue to give everything they have, and have fun. This is, supposed to be fun. Seems like they've been having a lot of fun so far, and we hope that continues. But yeah, just trying to keep them focused and just try to we're just trying to put them in the best position we can to help them succeed and just continue to play really good softball.
Awesome.
Kenny, you have anything, my friend?
No, the last one I did was about the fans, and yeah, beat me to it. um,
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay. I guess I do have one more. I know. What's your biggest moment so far since taking over the Juniata program?
I mean, I think it's got to be that Penns Valley game, and specifically the 10th inning of the Penns Valley game when we fell behind. Their girl hit a 3-run home run on top of the inning. And coming into the bottom of the inning, we're trying to motivate them, hey, we can come back from this, but it's going to be a full team effort. We're going to need single, 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 single. And, you're just kind of you're looking around at them. And you're like, oh, looking in their eyes, I think that we might actually do this. They weren't down. They were still in it. They definitely believed that we could do it and come back and win. And then they did it, when we hit single, 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 single to tie that game. And I think that was the biggest moment. We've had a couple big moments, in past years, where, it's kind of been this thing where we're trying to convince them that they're good, they're a good team, they have everything they need to be successful. And it's those moments where they're successful and they actually are like, wait, you're right. Like, we do have this, like, we are a really good team. Just kind of those moments where they realize what they're capable of. I think that those have been the biggest moments so far.
Awesome. Awesome. Erin, this has been fun. We appreciate you
Yes, it
coming
has.
on, and
Yes, thank you.
it's been great. We wish your softball team continued success, and please come back after you win the TVL and districts and all that good stuff.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. This has been fun. Like I said, I'm super lucky. I have really awesome team, really awesome coaches help me out. Yeah, so hopefully we have a good end of the season. We're set up pretty well, so I'm excited for it.
I think you will, except for Bob. You got to cut that guy loose.
I'll make sure that he listens to this.
Don't even. Yeah, don't even break it to him gently. Just go, Bob. You got to go. You got to go. Oh, good guy. Once again, I'm just kidding. He knows that. But yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 13-1. That'll be interesting. Everybody, is that Susquehanna game down there or at Mifflintown?
It's down there. So.
Well, hope to see a lot of big red fans down there, so they don't have a home field advantage.
Yeah, I bet there will be. It'll be a big game, so people will turn up, I think.
Nice. Erin, congratulations on your last year, this year, and what's going on in the coming years. It looks like Juniata softball's in good hands.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, I'm really lucky with the girls we have, so and I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes,
That is Erin Cressman, Juniata softball coach, 13-1 on the season. Go check out Liz Gaisior. I wished I didn't have the condition that I have right now, being in the wheelchair, because I would love to see this girl pitch. I keep hearing about her, and you keep seeing the stats that she does, Kenny. 19 strikeouts, and then I didn't know she had 3 perfect games. My God.
And she makes it look so easy. I mean, you're just sitting there, and before you know it, she has like 10 strikeouts, and you're halfway through the game. It's incredible.
Do you think you could hit her?
No. Definitely not. No way.
Oh my God. Erin, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
She's had to be getting college offers.
Yeah, she's actually already committed. She's going to play at Fordham University in New York.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, wow. See, I wish she'd have come on. I'd ask her why Fordham. I'm always curious about that. What was it about Fordham that made you choose Fordham?
Yeah, I'm not totally sure. I know that it was her top school. Like, she really wanted to go there, and so when they offered her a scholarship, she jumped on it. But yeah, that'd be a good question for her.
I know she's going to do good there. Kenny, I got a trivia question for you.
Okay.
The most famous sports person who's the most famous sports person that graduated from Fordham? I'll start giving you hints.
All right. I need it.
I hope I'm saying this right. We got a like from Rajal Muk, M-U-K. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but we thank you for the like. All right, Kenny, here's your first clue.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
The first one's hard. It's not going to be an easy clue. He played left tackle on the football team and was the captain. That's your first clue.
Mm. This would be a
Nothing
good
yet?
time to put the Jeopardy theme. No, this would be a good time for the Jeopardy theme. I don't have, not sure.
Do. Okay.
Okay.
He was an assistant coach for the he was an assistant coach for the New York Giants. And on that coaching staff, which was a great one, he was the offensive coordinator. The defensive coordinator was Tom Landry.
Mm.
So that puts it, about what kind of year it was. It was 50s.
Mm-hmm.
I give you the last clue, you're going to get it.
Okay. I need it. Need help.
Do you need to go to you need the last clue? Okay.
Yeah.
He ended up leaving the Giants to become head coach of the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, Bart Starr. Or not Bart Starr. My
No,
gosh. No, I got him right here. Vince Lombardi.
Bart was the quarterback.
Yeah, Vince Lombardi.
Vince Lombardi graduated from Fordham.
Wow.
And now we're going to have Liz Gaisior, who's going to strike out people. It'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kenny, talk a little bit before we get out of here about the walk for a melanoma walk for Scott Seckler on yesterday. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. But hold on. I'm sorry, Erin. We're not ignoring you. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. Have a great night and good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, good luck.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
All right, see ya. Okay, tell us about. You sent me a video and it was awesome to see everybody out there walking to raise money and to honor Scott Seckler and for melanoma awareness. So talk about that a little bit.
It was a very, very nice event. Very, very heartwarming. Um, I guess I didn't know this beforehand, but the state college coach, track coach, and Scott were very good friends. So it was kind of it was a great thing to have those two teams together to compete. It was a day that Scott would have enjoyed. A lot of competition on the track, a lot of black shirts around. They filled the hill and they packed the track, and it was just incredible. At the end of the track meet, um, uh, there was a couple of guest speakers, Jim Ream and Craig Seckler
Oh yeah.
talked about Scott and the legacy that he left, and um, then when it was time for everyone to walk the track, the Secklers were in the front row. They were hand in hand, and it was a very emotional. And people just showed up a lot of time just to do the walk. It was great to see nobody left. Even State College, the athletes and coaches were in the walk as well. And the line was so big, I think it took up about fourth of a track. It was a very a very emotional time and very gratifying to see how many people Scott has touched in his life. Um, so
That's
it was
that's awesome.
it was. mm,
And I read your story. Good job.
Well, thank you, thank you.
And that's great that everybody showed up like that. And I hope they
hmm
raised a lot of money, and I'm sure they did. And it shows you the influence Scott had on people and how great
hmm
of a guy he really was.
hmm
So, any shout outs, my friend?
Oh, I am loaded with shout outs today.
All right, hold on. We got to feed the ducks.
All right.
That's
Okay.
awesome, isn't it? Just
Yep. I love it.
sit back
Real
and
chill.
groove to Kenny V and his
That's
shout
right.
outs.
The first shout out tonight is um, to Mifflin County longtime track and field coach Scott Gantz. Um, at the track meet yesterday, they announced that he'll be retiring after this season, and yesterday was his last home meet. So, Scott's been a great guy, great coach. He was another person that affected a lot of people, have touched a lot uh, of athletes, and he's always been great to talk to when interviewing. As like just like his friend and just like our friend Scott Seckler was. So it'll be sad to see him leave. He was the track coach at Indian Valley before the merger, so he's been there quite a long time, and he's basically been one of those people that you see year in and year out, and next year will be quite different. So, congratulations on a great career, Scott. I know you said yesterday you still have a lot more to go yet, so hopefully the season goes well, and they'll send him out, on a high. So that's
Well, he was on
the first
here.
shout out.
He was on here last night. I mean, he was on Monday, and unfortunately, his connection didn't work right. He didn't hear us. I'm
No.
hoping we can get him on again since he announced
Mm,
his retirement. Yeah, he's a great guy. We're all gonna miss him. I know that.
mm,
The ones that have known him a while, like you and me,
mm.
definitely gonna miss him.
Um, on to
Okay,
the
continue. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Next one is the Mifflin County girls lacrosse team. They improved to 8-1 on the year. They won their senior night. I believe it was 27-1 over Mifflinburg. So that
Oh,
Therese Teresa Lamont is having a great year with these girls, and the girls have bought into the program, and they're showing um, their talents this year. So congratulations on the win yesterday.
can you
Um,
imagine the bus ride, Kenny, back there to Mifflinburg after losing 27-1?
yeah, that would be tough. That would be really tough. But the Mifflinburg team had a very small squad this year as well. So they were trying their best, and you know they look like they might be a young team as well.
Do you know
So
what I like
uh,
about you?
what's that?
You're so damn nice.
Wow.
You got Mifflinburg got their butts kicked, and you're like finding bright spots. I love it, Kenny.
Well, I think I got that from playing on the Lewistown High School football team growing up. So we've had some off seasons in that history. right there.
Oh
So,
yeah, to say the least. Real off seasons.
hmm um, staying in the Mifflin County area, Mifflin County jumper Jaden King last night finished first in two events and notched a second place finish in Huskies meet against the Little Lions. So he, as you remember, he did well in indoor, and he's continuing his um, run through the outdoor season with first place finishes. So definitely one to look out as we get closer to Shippensburg. Um, the fourth one
Nice.
is we talked about this a little bit earlier, but Juniata's Reagan Lowry, her walk off home run recently against Penns Valley, led them to a 7-5 win, and she went 3 for 6 on the night. So, congratulations, Reagan, on the game
Nice
winner.
job.
Mm-hmm. The next is the East Juniata baseball team. They outlasted St. John's yesterday, 11-9 in an extra inning contest. Um, they are hovering around 500, I believe. They're having a pretty good season, and probably are set to make some moves to a playoff berth. So, um, breaking news today is Juniata tennis. Zane Weitzel captured the District 6 Class AA individual title. Congratulations, Zane. Um, we here again. We talked about It seems like every week I'm saying her name, but Liz Gaisior striking out 19 batters in a game against Line Mountain. So she continues to just smoke the ball past the rival batters. It's going to be awesome to see where she ends up when her career is all said and done. She's definitely on pace to possibly go over 1,000 strikeouts for her career, which might be running close
That's
to
nuts.
states. Yeah. Speaking of pitchers, we also want to give a shout out to the East Juniata pitcher, Marley Wilson, striking out 10 yesterday, win over St. Joe's. She also finished at the plate 2 for 3 with 3 runs and 2 RBIs. Um, Penns Valley hurler Taylor Bumgardner is next. She pitched a 10 strikeout contest with a 10-0 win. The Bellefonte girls lacrosse got back into the win column with an early week win over Midwest. Um, and state baseball held off the Huskies on Monday, evening the season series. It might be a preview of a postseason game, as State College won over the Huskies in a 4-2 game. And last is congratulation goes out to Juniata wrestler Taylor Smith, as he is joining up with his brother to wrestle for Washington and Jefferson. The senior recently signed his letter of intent. So congratulations to all, and that concludes the shout outs.
That's nice. Let me get the end it, feeding the ducks. Kenny Varner doing the shout outs. Washington and Jefferson. That's cool. That's cool for the Smith boys. But you were saying her 1,000 strikeouts. Would that be a state record or close to it?
Should be close to it right now. Yeah.
That's something. Wow. 1,000 strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, it's hard to wrap your head around it.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, and she does it in a way where she does it so nonchalant. I mean, she just goes workmanlike, and you look at your scorecard, and midway through, she's racked up double-digit strikeouts, and you're like, oh, it didn't seem like she had that many, but you know, She's a really phenomenal pitcher.
And not that anybody cares but me, but Game 5, Boston and the Florida Panthers are 1-1 in the second period with 5:35 left in the period. The Boston Bruins.
I want to give a quick shout out to
Boston
my
Bruins looking to.
my Miami Heat team. They are
I was just going to
dominating
say
the
they're
Bucks.
who?
The Milwaukee
Miami?
Bucks.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
saw that.
So
I
that's
saw that. It helps when there's no Giannis in the game.
hey, we'll take it any way we can get it. I didn't even expect them to win this. I thought spot maybe
Ex-
2 wins.
Exactly, buddy. I'll tell you, Jimmy Butler always shows up for the playoffs.
Yes, he does.
That's cool. What do you got coming up the rest of the week, Mr. Varner, on Hometown Sports?
Well, tomorrow I'll be heading up to Bald Eagle area. I'll be covering Bald Eagle softball, and then on Saturday, weather permitting, I'll be covering Bellefonte baseball. So I'll be hanging around my neck of the woods for the weekend, and then start next week and see where the wind takes me.
Nice. Staying busy, Kenny Varner.
Mhm.
I've got nothing. I've got the only thing I'm doing sports wise is that's a shout out. I forgot. I'll give that shout out. I have one. Marissa Gingrich got named to the All State team, second
Awesome.
team All State, and the thing that's big about that, last year she was third team. She is only the second male or female basketball player in Mifflin County to make two All-State teams. The other one was her aunt, Krista, made 3 times All-State.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yep. So shout out to Marissa. I'm writing a story about it. I think it'll be in the Lewistown Sentinel. I'm not sure, but I'm writing it, and that'll be it for me, sports-wise. Pretty boring week. And that's going to about wrap it up for me. We'll have the only thing I got going for me next week too is the press box. So I'm leading a really exciting life right now, Kenny.
Oh man, we got to get you out and about.
I know. I need to get a tan or something. Staying in the house too much. But hey, any final words, buddy, before we get out of here?
Just thanks for Erin for coming on, and for all you fans out there, go and see these games. These kids are awesome. 13-1. I don't know, but it could be one of the best starts for a Juniata softball team. So I think there's going to be some more special things come from these kids. So get out and give them a shout out and watch some good softball.
Absolutely. It's a great job. And another one team that flies under the radar for them before we get off is Juniata Tennis. They have been like the AA power in District 6 for the last 5-6 years now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they continue to
so go ahead.
they continue just to not reload or not replace but reload. Different faces, different teams. They're still coming out victorious, and you got to love that.
Absolutely. Great job down sports down there, spring sports at Juniata. And yeah, I would check her out, Liz Gaisior. You don't, like Erin said before, in the beginning when she came on, this is a picture that comes around once a generation. You don't see this much.
So true.
All right. Any final words, Bud?
Just everybody be safe. We'll talk to you, or hopefully you can tune in next week.
Absolutely. Yes, I hope so too. And that's going to wrap us up for tonight on the Press Box. For Kenny Varner, I'm Brian Carson. Thank you for listening, everybody. Have a great rest of your week and an even better weekend. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks.
Good night, everybody.